Welcome to another edition of Smalltalk for you. This morning I wanted to go through a couple of nice things that are in VA Assist Pro that are now part of the standard VA image. I've created a small application with one class, and if you look over here at the class definition, I've added some variables, and one of them is misspelled, and the reason for that will become clear in a minute. What I wanted to show you is this. If you go over here and right-click on the class, notice VA Assist Tools Pro is down here, and what I can do is I can do things like inspect all instances, which you'll find there are none. And I can do things like come down here and say, I want to find all the hard-coded strings. And this is often a problem. You can have hard-coded strings, magic characters. You want to know where they are in the class and the hierarchy. And let's go ahead and say in the class. And you notice in the initialize method, I've hard-coded the first name and the last name. And you see this do stuff is coming up as red. Well, I might not have noticed that here, but there's another check for that. If I pull this down again, VA Tools here, if I go down here to spell check the class, the reason I have the misspelled phones is because I wanted to point out the spell check doesn't do what it kind of sounds like. It's not checking for misspelled variables or something like that. It's checking for things that don't actually exist. So if you want to find references to code that doesn't exist, this is a nice handy way to find it in that one class. Here it's saying reference to the missing method. So that's what that does. There are a couple of other handy checks you can do in here. Again, I can inspect all the instances of the class down here. And just to show you that the inspector works on the instances, let's go ahead and execute and create one here in this workspace. And now if I do inspect all instances, I get an inspector. And notice that one of the handy things here is if you want to just blow those away, there is all instances become nil. I can go ahead and blow those away. Dangerous operation. I say yes, go ahead. And now if I go ahead and do inspect all instances, there aren't any. So you can do a nice couple of things here with code sanity checks and just an interesting way of adding debugging stuff as you're in the flow of coding and you want to look for some problems in your code. So take a look at the VA Assist Tools Pro right here on your menu and just check out all the capabilities. And that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever Smalltalk you're using.